What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, I just gotta get straight on into this commentary because it was driving me absolutely mental today. Now, if you guys don't know, I live stream every single day over on Twitch. I'm gonna try again today. So if you guys want to see me live stream some Battlefield 2042, by all means, go ahead, tune into my live stream. The link to that stuff is down in the description. We're gonna try to stream it today, but I gotta say, the other day when I was streaming this game, God have mercy, EA. I know you guys are cheap as hell, but Lord have mercy, Battlefield is not one of your smaller titles. This is one of the big dogs right here. I mean, you just stripped every single development team off of their own games. You postponed Need for Speed just to have all the developers come and help out with this franchise. Clearly Battlefield is a massive selling point for you, but you still refuse to give it the funds that it requires to be functional. It doesn't make any logical sense to me. Now, again, I have a couple of commentaries I'm going to be coming up with here that I want to discuss a little bit when it comes to the development of this game. Things like the scoreboard and, different other things that are going on in this title that revolve around DICE and how they're handling their game. But I got to say, overall, from what I played personally, the optimization is a little rough. I'm going to make another commentary about that, going a little bit more into detail. But everything else that I had a problem with in the beta, coming to bugs and glitches, have been pretty much polished off. All of that stuff is non-existent in this game. Like I said, there's just a few other things that I'm going to talk about in later commentaries. But the biggest thing that's driving me absolutely mental is the servers of this game. Again, EA, what are you guys doing? This is ridiculous. I understand this is the early edition of the game, and we're basically, I guess, getting into this to be test dummies, I guess? I don't know. We paid extra for the game to be test dummies. That's not how it works. To get the cheapest version of the game to get early access, you have to go ahead with the Gold Edition, which is the version that I got. That's $95 for a single video game. $95. That's almost a $100 bill, and people paid more than $95 when they got the Ultimate Edition or whatever it's called. And you're telling me these people, including myself, are getting early access to the game, and you can't resolve the servers. Now, if it was only 30 minutes, whatever. An hour, I'm getting a little, annoyed, but whatever. A couple of hours, I can understand they're probably working really hard. They're going to, do the job. Whatever. The whole day, no excuse. Zero excuses. No game out there would pull this move, especially when your game revolves around multiplayer. There's no campaign, there's no co-op. The only thing you can do is fill up a whole lobby with AI bots and verse them. But why do I want to do that? Why do I want to do that when you have a fully functioning game that I can run? It's not my internet connection that's going out. It's not my PC that's, crashing down. No, it's the EA servers that cannot function with the players that are currently on. And this worries me because this is the early access version of the game. This isn't even the full release. This is just for people who bought the Gold and Ultimate Edition. So what's going to happen when the player count triples, quadruples, times 10? What's going to happen when millions of people are flooding into this game to give it, their first shot? What are the servers going to be like then? If the servers are like this, I don't even want to imagine what they're going to be like. They're ruining DICE's reputation here. They are single-handedly ruining their reputation. I couldn't play at all for the full day that was going on. All-Out Warfare is busted. Portal, partially busted. The only thing that worked completely good for me was Hazard Zone, and again, I'm going to make a commentary about that later. It was average, at least for the amount of time that I played. I'm going to sink a little bit more time into it so I can actually get a better idea of it. But it wasn't the most insane thing in the world. Again, when I purchased Battlefield 2042, I purchased it so I can go ahead and play the core experience of this game, which is all-out warfare. And you just simply can't do it. It's not just me either. Absolutely every person who's been logging into this game has been dealing with this issue of not being able to load into these servers. And the same thing with Portal. Portal servers are doing the same exact thing. They work a little bit better. You can find games where it'll actually allow you to stay. But at the end of the day, I would say over half of my Portal matches that I have joined have kicked me and my whole squad out of the full lobby mid-session. Not after the game, not while loading. No, it'll literally let us in the lobby, let us sink our teeth in a little bit, and then kick us. Do you know how tedious and annoying it is to play something as god tier, as goated as Portal, and to see all of these remasters just so gorgeous and beautiful and they play phenomenal, but you can't play them because it kicks you 24/7. it blows my mind. And even in Portal, you can get into some rotations of the regular maps here with 2042 soldiers and stuff like that, but over half of them are filled with AI bots, and over half of them have completely tweaked changes to the health and movement and everything. They're not official servers. I wanted to play the official game. It makes no logical sense that for a only multiplayer game to not have servers active and the core experience of what people are purchasing this game for is completely unavailable for the full day. Why would you release it if the main point of the game is not going to be in the game? It just, doesn't that seem backwards to you guys? And it makes it even worse because there's no server browser in All Out Warfare, and people were making fun of me and saying, oh, you're complaining for no reason, saying that's no server. There's server browser in Portal. That's great. And yeah, that's great and all. But like I said, I don't want to play the tweaked game modes and all the changed features and stuff like that. Those are awesome. Don't get me wrong. Portal is phenomenal. But for my first few days, I would love to just sink my teeth into what Battlefield 2042 is all about. I want to try the specialists. I want to try what the developers intended us to play in their own version of the game. And then later on, I'll go test out everything and see all the crazy changes that, the community is doing with the game. But the lack of a server browser makes it 10 times worse because when you do get into a lobby in All Out Warfare, the connection sucks. The servers are trash. So instead of me being able to, search for lobbies that have good ping, it's taking me 10 centuries to find a lobby, and then when it puts me in a lobby, I have to depend on EA's outstanding matchmaking to find a game with good connection, which 9 times out of 10, it's not going to be good connection. It just sucks because I enjoy what I'm playing here. I think DICE did a great job with changing and fixing and polishing the game from beta form into the full release. I tried out the one specialist with the medic gun. I forget her name all the time. I don't know why I can't remember her name, but it's a lot easier to use. A lot of the bugs and glitches were completely polished off. It doesn't look completely unplayable anymore. It actually works properly. Yes, there's issues with the game. Like I said, I have multiple commentaries lined up because there are some pretty big problems that need to be addressed and, get out there so DICE can resolve them and stuff like that. But when it comes to the vision of what this game is all about, it's pretty damn good, as all the OG classics for, obviously, all the OG fans of the Battlefield franchise that anybody can go in and play, whether they just want to play, the basic core rules of how these games played back in the day, or if they want to tweak things, change things, put different games against one another, use different weaponry, or take away weaponry from other players and give more to others, and only vehicles in certain areas. It's insane what you can do in Portal along with the coding. And then, of course, All Out Warfare, which to me personally is a little bit more out of boundaries for a traditional Battlefield game. It feels like Battlefield, it plays like Battlefield, it has all the only in Battlefield moments that you can ask for, but it does feel like they tried to change their style a bit to make it feel a little bit more different. I really do feel like a lot of, inspiration has been dragged from Apex Legends, and, I can obviously see it being done since EA obviously owns Apex Legends, so I don't see why they wouldn't take inspiration from that game. I can see them trying to point in different directions, and I like that change. I love it. But again, for those who don't like it, Portal is openly available for absolutely anybody to mess around with to make the game that they love so dearly. And then Hazard Zone, again, it's something to play. It's a third mode that's, decent enough that I can actually put some time into it. But it's a nice addition. It's overall, the package that they have here, I enjoy. I don't mind that the game didn't ship with campaign. I don't mind that the game didn't, have as much content that they were talking about in the initial build. 22 weapons, that's not many. But again, we have Portal where we can add all the weapons into the scene and only use Battlefield 2042 specialists. Like I said, the possibilities are absolutely endless. But right now, the servers are not allowing us to see those possibilities. Over half of the Portal servers are either completely filled with AI, dead, or they're not even going to stay active. They're going to constantly be closed or refreshing or restarting, kicking players 24/7. You can never get a consistent game right now in Portal, which makes it so hard to get a really long, enjoyable experience out of it. Yes, you'll find an occasional lobby every once in a while that you can drag along with, but once you want to change around, let's say you don't want to play 1942 anymore, let's say you want to play Bad Company 2, then you have to search an hour plus to find a workable Bad Company 2 server. Then after you go ahead and find one finally, and then you get tired of Bad Company 2, let's say you want to go to Battlefield 3, you have to go all the way over, wait wait an hour plus to search through all the servers that actually has one that finally works, and then you play that. You see what I'm saying here? It's a timely process, and Battlefield is definitely one of those games that you do not want to be sitting in the pre-game lobby for hours, because the game already takes a long time to finish. This isn't Call of Duty. You know, we're not in lobbies for 5, 6, 7 minutes straight, you know? These games can go on 30 plus minutes. They're really, really long. So the last thing in the world that I want to do is wait in the pre-game lobby for the same amount of time it takes to finish a single game of Battlefield. I want to enjoy this game, but it is impossible right now. They should have literally just pushed it back as long as they needed. If they needed another week, fine, so be it. Literally, this is unplayable. You can't even get into the lobbies. And it's fun. It sucks because it's fun. I'm enjoying the game, and I want to sink more time into it. I like the gameplay. I like the camos. I want to grind some of the camos for the vehicles, my weapons, my characters. It's a lot of stuff I want to get done. But this is unacceptable performance, and I know everybody's going to say, you're playing the early edition. It doesn't matter to me. When the game launches, it launches. Whether it's the early edition or not, people paid money to get into this game, and the money that they put forth is not being respected whatsoever. Basically, EA is giving you the middle finger right now while they're taking in all your cash. And DICE is taking the L as well, because nobody's putting the blame on EA right now. Everybody's blaming DICE right now. Oh, the servers suck. We keep getting kicked. This, that. Everybody's going straight towards DICE. They are the main problem, while EA sits back there with their cheap-ass servers that they refuse to upgrade because they don't want to put any extra cash into it. And DICE is out here putting really hard work and trying to polish off this game, which they've succeeded a lot in. And they're taking nothing but L's right now from this whole situation. Screw you, EA. Honestly, you guys are some actual douchebags. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning into this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like button. If you hate it, leave a dislike. Also, if you're brand new and you enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button. Also, if you want to chat with me, there's two ways to do so. I have a Twitter and a Discord. Both those links are down in the description. And also, if you want to catch me live stream some video games I do over on Twitch. Link that's in the description as well. But guys, thanks so much for tuning in. See you all next one. Peace out.